Hi, I'm Marcus Bronzy, this is How to Kill an Hour, and today we're looking at the Mercedes EQA.
So what do you get from a model that starts at £45,000? Outside. The EQA is what most are calling the electric version of the very popular GLA. I guess in some ways it's similar and in others it's different, and I'll explain a few of those. Whilst its size and shape is very similar to the GLA, it seems to have slightly softer lines throughout its outside design. Its lights at the front and the back have the same full-width Tron-style design from the EQC, which I personally really like. And when it comes to lights, let's be honest, Mercedes do put a lot inside their car, but more about that later. Its side profile is the angle where it probably looks most like the GLA, and on this model the biggest giveaway that it wasn't a GLA were probably its multi-spoke 18-inch rims, which come as standard and fit quite well in with a slightly softer design. You can spec those up to 20 inches if you wish. Round the back is more EQC inspired brake lighting with a rear view mirror tucked in just above the number plate. The number plate sits quite low on the EQA, which may suit you if you have a bike rack on the back of your vehicle, as it will not obscure your registration. All EQA versions have the same 66.5 kWh battery capacity, but there are 3 individual power outputs to choose from. The front wheel drive 250 variant that we have produces 187 brake horsepower and is capable of 0 to 62 miles per hour in 8.9 seconds with a top speed limited to 99 miles per hour. Moving further up the range, the 225 brake horsepower EQA 300 does it in 7.7 seconds, whilst the top of the range 350 does it in 6 seconds flat. But of course, having a lead foot will reduce your range. Speaking of range, Mercedes say the EQA has a range of 264 miles per single charge. For us, we got just under 200 with a mixture of motorway driving and town driving. Its charging capability of up to 100 kilowatts is good, and it should take around 30 minutes to charge from 10 to 80% using a public rapid charger, and just over 7 hours from empty to full with an 11 kilowatt 3-phase charge. Do bear in mind this is a little bit slower than the Volvo XC40, P8 and the Mustang Mach-E, which offer 150 kilowatt charging power. This stat's quite important because it doesn't matter how powerful the electricity supply that's available to you is, it's also important that your vehicle can accommodate it. If you have 200 kilowatt charger and only a 50 kilowatt vehicle, then you can only charge at a maximum of 50 kilowatts. The EQA has 340 litres of storage space, which is a whole 95 litres less than a GLA, which you may need to take into consideration if you have a growing family or a lot of stuff. I'm 6'3" and it felt like there was slightly less space in the back than I would like for a long journey. Perhaps suited better to young kids or people that are under 6 foot in height. The seats as well. In terms of the interior design, the EQA is very similar to the GLA once again. You've got your dual screen display, digital dash, and the MBUX system, which you can use verbal commands. Hey Mercedes.
How can I help?
Turn on climate control.
Okay, I'm activating the air conditioning.
This is all fun, but to be honest, when I drive in a car, I prefer to use Apple Carplay. The Premium Plus and Premium packages brings luxury items such as sliding panoramic glass sunroofs, a wireless smartphone charging pad, a heads-up display, and electrically adjustable front seats with a memory function. There are LEDs everywhere in the EQA. Now, in terms of interior LEDs, Mercedes are up there when it comes to ambient lighting, which you can customize to the colors you want, and they come as standard in the EQA. So if you don't like them, you'll just have to turn them off. Drive. In terms of the drive, for cruising around, the EQA is pleasant and of course quiet. And it's funny because it's so quiet that you can actually hear the motor on the rear view camera flipping out every time you use it, which was a little bit annoying. The model that we had is not the punchiest or sportiest, but if you want to shell out more for that, then you can. In a sentence, I would describe the EQA as an electric GLA with a slightly smaller boot. If you have any questions, please drop us a line in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I've been Marcus Bronzy, and this is How to Kill an Hour. Thank you.